would you agree with the fact that there's nothing in Islam that teaches something worse, morally speaking, than 1 Samuel 15:3, where it says that you are to unalive the babies and children for the sins of their ancestors?
What the Lord Almighty says, I will punish the Amalekites for what they did to Israel when they waylaid them as they came up from Egypt. Now go attack the Amalekites and totally destroy all that belongs to them. Do not spare them, put them to death, men and children, infants, cattle, sheep, camels, and donkeys.
Is suggesting is that the people of the Amalekites are an unclean people. You know, in their sight, God is judging them for what have they done in the past, what plant they've grown. Now it's like a spirit. Now imagine it like a tree. This is the Amalekites are a big rotten tree producing bad fruit. The only way to remove a bad tree, is to take it completely away, to dig out the roots and destroy it. That's the case because the Amalekites were a very unclean group. They've reached to the point where their children can't even develop a conscience for what they do wrong, because their sins were so great. Now, this is something that I don't think a lot of theists or atheists would understand, but their conscience is so seared from God that they have to be put to death, even the children, because their sin has polluted them so much that this is the case. Now, obviously, the children will be in heaven because they're below the age of accountability, but their sin has, if they were to come in the flesh, if they were to grow up and just be amongst the people of Israel or be wherever they are, because, well, since there is no Amalek tribe, they would be far worser again, because as we see in the Bible, sin gets worser and worser and worser. Humans get worser and worser and worser. That's why they had to go. Unfortunately, you might say, oh, but that's not fair. That's not righteous. That's not fair judgment. That's an abuse of human rights. That is God. God is the creator of this world. You know, when you play a video game, the owner of the game can delete a character if the owner does not believe the character is obeying the commands or obeying the coded commands, because the owner can do what it wants. You might say this is what I'm saying is totally unfair. That's the owner. That's the administrator. That's